On the city's North Shore, this is Acrisure Stadium in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Today, we have an all-AFC meeting between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Set to go is the kicker, Harrison Butker. And we're off from Acrisure. Starting from the 5. This makes it up to the 25. All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run by Johnson. Has room down the left sideline. Tackle made at the 10. 1st and goal coming up.
He just didn't quite have the last bit of burst needed to finish it off. Don't be surprised to see them go his way again soon. Give him a chance to earn that touchdown.
Now the first carry for Nick Chubb. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door, bigger gap in the future.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Now an inside give to Johnson. 2nd down run, good for 4. Brings up 3rd down.
Okay, this is going to be a fascinating call because defensively, you've stopped the run twice down. I think you believe on that side, but they got to put it in the air. But this is also where the offense could say, we got 2 more shots. Let's continue to pound the football. Can't wait to watch this one.
A little short, Howard. Oh, he's got it. It's in close. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1.
Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on line, you feel good about it's going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short.
All right, they're going for this. I like this being aggressive from the get-go on their opening drive. Go! Here we go with Johnson. And he gets in. Touchdown! The Steelers take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. Once it became goal-to-goal, Brock, that field goal team just didn't feel like they were ever going to see the field. This team was committed to making a statement on the opening series, even if it meant leaving the offense out there on 4th and goal.
Yeah, I think that's really well said, Kate, for a couple reasons. Number one, you do get a chance to finish, right? So you do all this work to get there, you want to finish it. But you also know if you don't get it, well, you set your opponent up with some really bad field position. I love that decision.
This will give them some decent field position here, partner, and this gets out to the 30. First call here coming from the shotgun.
Yellow.
Getting on the ground with Algier. And he manages to find a little traction on that soaked field as he fights forward for a couple. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. From the gun, it's Mahomes. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. First time this game they've looked to him. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. Throw here, 3rd down. He fires one deep down the right side. He's got it deep downfield. A great play is brought to an end as this one reaches the 35-yard line. A pickup there of 33 yards. And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st down. So the big play moves him well past midfield. Has him set up now at the 35. 1st down throw, Mahomes. Running right side by Royals. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. They gain 14 on the play. And it'll be first down, Kansas City.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and the quarterback will find you again.
What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. Throwing into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Patrick Queen in to pick it off. Well, Brock, they get an early opportunity here inside the red zone, but nothing comes of it after that interception.
Yeah, no question, Kate. You expect that this won't be their last chance or the last time they get in the red zone. This will, or at least should, be the last chance that it ends in a pick. They're going to take that Microsoft Surface tablet. Everybody is. They're going to pull that play up, and most importantly, they're going to try to identify what happened so it doesn't happen again.
Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap here to Howard. It isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And they come through the sack to bring around 3rd down.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. For that defense, it puts a sack on the board.
And the defense comes through to back them up ahead of 4th down.
Giving up a touchdown on that last possession, you've got to come back and answer. And they found one on the last couple plays. Recovered a little footing for themselves here defensively and put this offense behind the sticks.
Short drop, but he still gets away a very good punt. Punt taken at midfield. That ball's out. Smith lost it. And they steal it back on the return. Well, I sure hope all those defenders took a real quick swig of water over there on the sideline, Brock, because they are headed right back out there to get back to work.
No question about it. That's what really hurts. And you know that returner is looking at his teammates, exhausted, coming on the field. Well, maybe he's not looking at him.
Yeah.
He's making a beeline the other way because this defense now has to regroup and get it together.
He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down. After that drive starts, the very minimal gain.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Operating from the gun. Here's Howard. Completes a DK Metcalf. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs. And that right there is about the best you can hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and 2 guys can't stop one.
And this drives him back out of field goal range, Brock, as he's stopped for a loss of yardage. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
All right, here we go. 2nd down.
Here we go. Trap 60. Let's go.
Out of the gun, Howard. It is caught left side. And they bring him down around the 34.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
The throw left side finds Freiermuth. And he's tackled with a 1st down yardage. Now the completion rate is strong, partner. The yards, you got to imagine, will start to come soon enough.
You never go broke taking a profit, and you know this one too, Kate. The crumbs always lead to...
Oh, the cookie. I'm hungry. They'll run it for the first time with Jalen Warren. And the stop comes at the 15-yard line as he gets them into the red zone. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
You know what I call that play, Kate? I call that a confidence injector. It just injects belief in that O-line, that running back, and most importantly, that play caller knowing he can call a run and he can get a first down too.
They won't snap it in time. That is going to be the end of the first quarter. 7-0 is our score. More from Acrisure Stadium after the break. It's Steelers ball as we return for the second, and they have to be thinking points here. Johnson gets it on 1st and 10. He's only able to get back to the line. It's going to be 2nd down.
These big D tackles in this league, they love weaponizing their size right in the middle of the field. It is so hard to clear lane against them. And once he got his paw on him, it was dead on arrival.
1st down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10.
That may have been a situation when you look back on it and watches the tape the next day. He's got to find a way to throw the ball because his running ability, while it gets him some yards, is not enough to get the first down.
Needing 4 here on 3rd down. This is going to be the 9th play of this drive.
72.
Working now from the gun. And he will score. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers pull out in front further, 13-zip. So Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
That one right down the middle. And the Steelers double their lead to 14. Now Boswell on to send this away. Let's take this at the 10. Things going well so far. And a good effort here as he gets it out past the 35-yard line.
At their own 36-yard line.
All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. Has him on the quick hitter. He's going to take this down to the opposing 44. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down. Offense in the hurry-up here. The Steelers calling their first time out. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Here's Mahomes. This one's caught. And they're on him to send him out right before he gets to that 30-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32.
1st down, Chiefs.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And they take him down just as he gets inside that red zone. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
That's another Kansas City Chiefs.
In the red zone on 1st. That's brought in. It's his back, Rashard Smith. And they'll get there and stop him at the line.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. When one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
This fight good enough to gain about 4. It's 3rd down.
A humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain. Not a game-changing play by any means. But one that keeps you on schedule, it takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
And he makes the play at full extension. That's a touchdown. The Chiefs make it a 1-score game in the first half. Extra point by Buckner is up and good. And the Chiefs cut the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a 1-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
Steelers take over 1st First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Good field position as the Steelers come up to it. First and 10. To get to Johnson to start this drive. And he's going to be brought down in enemy territory now at the 46. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
Run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know you can set the table for more.
One play in, Brock, and this drive is already in enemy territory.
Let's go. Cougar 19.
Going to the ground again on first. And this is going to make it down to the 24-yard line.
Okay, we both know this pace can't continue, but they got to enjoy it as they can. And that football shouldn't go to anybody else until that defense proves they can stop it.
They'll come up on first and 10. Here's Chubb up the middle. Robbed by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play. Just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer. Find the lane quicker. The defender maybe a half step late. This could have been much, much more exciting.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's second and 9. Now Howard to throw. He's got it along the sideline. And this one only manages a yard before coming to an end out of bounds. It's going to be third down.
Well, that one came with a high degree of difficulty. Had to balance focusing on the catch, keeping those feet in bounds.
Third down, they need 7. Third and long, they're going to throw. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Along the right sideline, there's space. And he's going to take this one back. It's a pick 6 and a KC touchdown. You want to know how strong the coverage was there? Man, they even had that underneath throw locked down, Brock, and he took it the other way.
It's really, really hard to find a better rep than that one in coverage. You're so spot on. Covered it down the field. Usually a gimme to the running back. The only thing was a gimme was gimme 6.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. Here's a return from the 7. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. First and 10. Back to the air following that pick 6. And this is going to take him up and across midfield at the opposing 45. A gain of 27 yards there. And that's a Steelers first down. Double coverage deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
And this run is going to push him inside the 40. Give him 7 there.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Nice run last play. Sets up second and 2. On the ground again with Johnson. And he's going to have this one down to the 20. The big play nets him 17 yards. And he'll bring up a Pittsburgh first down.
At the 20-yard line.
Hey, Mosey!
They give inside to Cho. He's only able to manage 1 yard. That's going to take us to the 2-minute warning.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
18, 70 Rangers.
Howard to throw. Intercepted in the end zone. And the Chiefs take over and have it starting out at the 18-yard line.
I know exactly what the quarterback was envisioning when he let that one go. Touchdown, baby. Not long after, I know exactly what he was thinking. Oh, no! Give me that one back, because the coverage baited him perfectly into that throw, and even more so, picked it off. This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
No luck on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw Mahomes. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And it brings up 3rd down.
He was covered by Patrick Queen.
Still 10 yards to get this first down as they come to the line. Man in motion here. 3rd down, it's Mahomes. Out left, Worthy makes the grab. And it's a quality effort here as he's pushed out right along the 40. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
To the air, Mahomes. Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, 3rd down coming up.
I think I got the same thought bubble as all the fans in the stands with that one. You just got to tuck it. Don't try to force the issue. You're out there in the open space. Put your head down and go get the first.
That's caught for the first. He's finally caught, and he lost the football. Oh, no, it's out. And it looks like, yes, they say Steeler football.
This is exactly what you...
Now we have a stoppage. No challenges inside of 2 minutes and a half, but the replay official wants to take another look at this on their own. Take that fumble away. The officials overturn the call and say he was down. 1st and 10. It's Mahomes. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Jalen Royals, the intended receiver that time. So that brings up 2nd down. Got the one-on-one they wanted, Brock, on that slant, but just not enough to get the completion.
Yeah, you got to create separation. We all love the slant route. It could be super effective, but you got to beat press. You got to beat jam. You got to beat off man, and you got to create separation so there's not that bang-bang impact to knock the ball loose like that.
And he's going to go out of bounds just short of that red zone.
That's not a big completion on the stat sheet, but that's a big contested, what I call gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends will get you.
This finds its target. That's Royals. And he's in for the Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs take the lead just before halftime. Butker to try the point after. Got a good play in the rain there. The extra point flies through. And the Chiefs break that tie and now lead by 7. Butker on now to kick this one away.
They kick off for Kansas City.
This return starts at the 5. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Beginning a new drive here, but just 16 seconds to go before halftime. Here's Howard, 1st and 10. And he's going to slide down here. Picked up close to 5 before the slide. It's going to be second down. All right, now a timeout is called. 9 seconds to go in this half. 2nd and 6 coming up here. Looking to throw. Short pass brought in. And he's out of bounds beyond the 35-yard line.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
This is going to be the play that takes us to halftime. He's back to throw. Continuing to move past the 45. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Now Boswell on to send this away. Returning it from the 4. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Off play action, it's Mahomes. This has been a trend, yet another interception. Patrick Queen in to pick it off.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
New set of downs for him at the 38. On play action, here's Howard. Intercepted. Now there's back-to-back passes. Drew Tranquil with the pick. And the Chiefs get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season.
This is one of those moments, King, as a quarterback, when you're jogging off the field, I'm not even going to look at my defense. They gave me the ball, and all I did was give it right back to that other offense.
Escapes the play. They get to a way behind the line on this one and take him down. Nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play.
We've got enough data now through the years to understand that an explosive play on offense more often than not leads to scoring. We also know if you can create a negative play defensively. In a tightly contested game like this, every play matters. And to get that negative play, put this offense on their heels, exactly what this defense needs. Speaks to this guy's talent as just an all-around difference maker, playmaker. We see him line up as a receiver, and we don't even bat an eye, Kate. And we don't really bat an eye when he makes that kind of play either. This guy's just different, built for the moment.
The handoff on 3rd and short. Free inside the 30. And he's going to be down within a yard of that red zone as the stop is made. Give him 32 on the play. And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st down.
No frills, nothing fancy. That was just a good old offensive line dominated in the trenches. And that sprung him to get to the 2nd level and beyond.
Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play.
Yellow, yellow. Attack! Hey, 57, 57. Right side.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
Yellow.
Running for the marker on 2nd. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
An offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to 1st down, but instead, defense, well, they're not going to let anything come easy, and their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out on 3rd and short.
That ball's out. Smith lost it. And it's a turnover. The defense has it. And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover.
Hey, I get it, Kate. 3rd down, you're doing all you can to try to stay on the field, but unfortunately, poor ball security loosens his hold on it, and the defense knocks it free instead of facing fourth down. Even better, the defense is off the field completely.
It's a solid 70-yard pickup on first down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. As for me, I'd like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Shotgun snap here to Howard. Pass it downfield, working the left. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains. And for somebody who's been picked off like he has, Brock, you got to admire his determination to keep attacking these coverages.
Yeah, that is risk. We're in a double coverage yet again. But this guy's got what I call a high belief factor in himself.
Shell here on first down. And the stop is made as he drives this to the opposing 43. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
This dude was just not going to be stopped. Not by the first defender. Heck, not even by the second one who was able to bring him down. No, it took a few shots before this crew could finally get this beast down.
And this play doesn't work out like the last snap, right? So you can only get back to the line. The defense all over this one.
The only thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
43-yard line.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down.
70 ranges.
Operating from the gun. Here's Howard. Brought in right side. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards in the double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
It's Warren on third down. And the run will not work. He is stopped at the line. This is going to be 4th and short.
That linebacker makes that tackle right in the middle of the field. All I'm thinking about right now, Kate's training camp. Because that's the middle drill right there. That is textbook. What you do in training camp, coming to life when it matters.
Well, it would have been a long field goal in the rain, Brock, so instead of trying that, they're going to go for it. Quick throw, finds it out right. And I don't think he got to the marker. Looked a little short, and yep, indeed, he's marked short. This is a turnover on downs.
You know, these fourth down plays are all about trust. You lean into what you do best. Unfortunately, with the lack of execution, you're going to throw that one off the playlist.
This drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. Their dominance against this ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number one is?
Stop the run.
And they've been doing it.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Escapes the sack. Escapes the pocket. And he's going to get down safely. Picked up close to 6. Nice call on his part there, but it does leave them now with a third down.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
And air it out on third. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Well, that took some force right there. That took some serious defensive effort to force the incompletion. You're not going to see a lot of guys ever let go of a football when they got a first down right in their midst. That force, that contact, separated man from ball.
And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down.
Steelers take over first and 10. And they're on 46-yard line.
The Steelers with some very good field position as they get set, 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground here with Warren. This is tough running in this weather out there, but he keeps the feet moving, gains 3. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, Howard. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure alters the throw.
Howard throwing on 3rd down. Complete beyond the marker. And he's going to be drugged down. Looks like at that 37-yard line. Offensive line fast.
First and 10 at the 30.
From the gun, jumps in. And he gets him around 6 there. It's Noel Williams who made the play defensively. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Chiefs' 31-yard line.
So we're through 3 here. It's Steelers football. A nice help for them as they trail entering the quarter. Seven yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3. To the air, Howard. Has him on a quick hitter. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. They'll get 18 yards there. And that's a Steelers 1st down.
From a great throw to a nice route catch to moving the chains. There wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff to Warren. And they're going to be humbled here on 1st down. Going to wind up losing yards on this play. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also puts the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
Throwing here, Howard. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And for the 2nd straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong way. And that's going to bring up a tough 3rd down.
Get into the red zone and every detail matters. It matters on the whole 100 yards. But, Kate, once you get inside this red zone, it is so critical. And let's tip our cap to the defense on the details, creating that sack.
Howard now, 3rd and long. On the move, headed right. Oh, he's going to run for it. And just gets back to the line of scrimmage.
You know, sometimes, Kate, that pocket could be a lonely place. You're searching and searching for an escape valve, and there's none to be had. That time, nowhere to go, and he was lucky to get back to the line before the defense swarmed him. Such a perfect example of a kicker just doing his job. And now it's incumbent upon that defense to give him and their offense another shot.
Brings in the kick at the 9. Good work so far. He's got room. Nice effort here. They're going to tackle him just shy of the 35. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Throw him back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he manages to find a little traction on that search field as he fights forward for a couple. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 36-yard line.
Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. Throw left side, complete. And he'll be out of bounds at his own 45. That's a pickup of 9. And it'll be 1st down, Kansas City.
A gain of 9 yards. 1st down, Kansas City.
From the gun, here's a handoff. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is He's telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Back to the line they come, second down.
Yellow.
Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. Brought in right side by Royals. And this one does not go far.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on throw, that's a go-to route to target.
He'll throw it. He throws a bullet to the center of the field. He almost threw another one. Back-to-back throws now that should have been picked off, partner, as he continues making risky decisions with the football. And he drives this one into the pouring rain. A flag's down as he stops. Looks like this one's on the offense. So they're going to lose more yards on the illegal block in the back penalty than the return initially gained. So the penalty on the return doesn't do them any favors, Brock. A lot more field ahead of them here starting out. On first down, Howard. Thrown left side, finds Freiermuth. And he's going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Howard now to throw. Hits him on the out route. And he's going to go out of bounds. Looks a little short of the 35. It's a gain of 4 there, and he'll bring up a Pittsburgh first down.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Shotgun handoff to Johnson. This is tough running in this weather out there, but he keeps the feet moving, gains 3.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it, and we'll move to the next.
60 Eagles.
Throwing now, Howard. Put some heat on this deep ball. That's complete inside the 35-yard line. It's a pickup of 33 yards. And that's a Steelers first down.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw when you throw it that deep outside the numbers that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
And this is going to get him into the red zone. He's at the 18-yard line. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield and a back who can show off his wheels.
First down, and they go right back to him. And they're going to have a few looks at a touchdown here as he gets it down to the 8. It's a double-digit gain, 10 yards, and now they've got first and goal.
That's pretty good right there now. You don't always expect a sizable gain when you run it on first down. You just want some yards to set up an easier second down play. But they will take that execution every time.
That brings us to the 2-minute warning in Pittsburgh. Steelers losing by 4. Gotta think this is 4-down territory, Brock, as they come up here first and goal. Here's Chubb. So much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on second and goal.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line, and the defense, well, they did the job on first down. More to come.
Warren here from the gun. And the defense wins this rep. That's stopped at the line, and now they've got third and goal.
This may be one of the only spots in goal-to-goal situations I wouldn't even consider a run. Now, as a quarterback, you better be aware of those eyes defensively because they're going to be all over you in the passing game.
19 tight, 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Here he is to throw. And they will score. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers jump in front late. Extra point upcoming, and this to put it to a field goal game. And he shakes out the pressure to nail the point after, and now an opposing field goal would only tie this game. Now Boswell on to send this away. Here's Smith on the return. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort.
First down and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Chiefs coming up to the line here. It's 1st and 10. Setting up to pass. Short pass brought in. And they're not going to have to burn a timeout. Smart play here. He gets out of bounds for the first down.
Move the chains. Gotta move them chains. Build momentum. Keep that defense on its heels.
The first down, Chiefs.
Here he is to throw. He'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37.
Dude, if you've heard me say it once, you've heard me say it 100 times. Completions, completions, completions. Well, that wasn't a pass. It was a scramble. But the Nets, the same thing, keeping this offense on schedule.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. This is Royals working the left side. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. The Chiefs signal for a timeout. That's going to be their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
Back to throw. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Yellow.
He'll look to throw it. That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. Jalen Ramsey comes up with it.
Intercepted. The Steelers take over first and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Into the victory formation they go, Brock, here on 1st down. Down to a knee, and we're going to see if that defense chooses